Hi everyone and welcome back. It's actually a few days later that I've been able to get down in my craft room again, and I really wanted to tackle some collage projects. I just kind of wanted to switch off a little bit from doing journaling, just to kind of be a little more free-flowing with my creativity today. So I have some stuff set out here. I'm planning on making a masterboard as an inspiration for my next journal, and kind of what I'm looking to do is make a journal that's inspired by the colors in this one. This was actually one of my first journals. I've showed this many times before, but I love the color combinations in this, and I love, the bright colors, but then it's also got a lot of that kind of shabby chic look to it, shabby chic elements. So I wanted to incorporate that into my next journal, only not make it a ringed journal. I'm going to make it a sewn journal, signatures, and I'll probably it'll be by a more traditional one where I'm going to use the cover of an old book. So I'm just kind of using this as a little bit of a jumping off point, but I also have pulled some supplies here. I have some printables from Amy J's over on Etsy. I really like her stuff. And I've printed some of the papers out that I'm going to use for background for the collage. And then I've got some tapeology items that I kind of pulled that are sort of brighter in color. And then I've got this is my new washi I got from Temu. I thought this would look really good. It's going to be kind of yellows, blues, a little bit of pink in there. And then I've got some of these little elements. These are stickers, they're vellum stickers. And I need to just pull them all out because I think they'll look really good as kind of background pieces for the collage, kind of give that romantic shabby chic look. And then I've got some washi over here. This is my fabric washi. It's a kind of a doily looking lace washi that I want to somehow incorporate too. There's some good colors in here I think that will kind of match. I've got a yellow one in here too. So I'm going to do that. This is a quote. I was watching doing an exercise video, and this came up on the video. Motivation doesn't make things easy, it makes things possible. So anytime I find a fun quote like that, I quickly write it down in whatever I have handy, and then I stick it in a drawer, and I'm going to add it to one of my journals, just probably one of my collage journals or something like that. I like to add quotes to my journals. Then that way I can always have some place to store them so I can remember them, because I can never remember a quote. So I have to have it written down. These are some other things I have here. This is some stuff from, I think this is from Temu. Or maybe it's from, I can't remember if it's from Tapeology or Temu. This is from Temu. These really pretty doilies, these paper doilies that are all the colors that I want to incorporate. This is, I think this is also from Temu, these floral stickers, really pretty colors. And then I've got, these were from Temu too. These are just some other little cards that again have kind of the color scheme that I'm looking for. So I'm going to do a lot of layering with this collage. And then I've got just a little box of my scraps that I think can fit in nicely as well. So I'm just going to go ahead, I think, and just do the background for a little bit. I didn't want to put that on video because it takes me a really long time to think about things. So I'm going to listen to a podcast right now, do the background, kind of cover this sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock with paper, and then I'll come back on video and show you how I add the layering elements, like these little pieces and washi and that kind of thing. That's a little bit easier for me to film. So I'm just going to kind of enjoy myself and be off camera and kind of do my thing, and then I'll come back. So I'm just going to get started off camera with just the background, and then I will come back and kind of do the rest on camera. Okay, so I have covered the entire surface of the main 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, just with kind of the color scheme that I'm sort of wanting to work with this time. And I just used this magic blue Oohoo stick. It's just a glue stick, and I really like this for my adhesive. And you can see the back is some of the pieces are kind of sticking out a little bit, so I'll trim that off at the end when I'm all done with all of my embellishments and everything. So right now I'm just going to kind of play a little bit with all the extra little pieces I have, just kind of layer some things on top, again with some kind of inspiration for my next journal. So I'm wanting to use blues, yellows, kind of like blacks and whites, a little bit of like a blush pink, and just to have kind of a little bit of brightness, like kind of a cute, bright colors, but sort of a retro look, but then also mix it in with a little bit of romantic vintage look too. So that's kind of where this is going. So I'm just going to kind of just add some layers right now. So I've got a few pieces of paper here. I want to kind of make sure that I'm bringing in all the colors evenly. So I have like a couple, actually, I think ideally it's supposed to be kind of 3 of every color. So you kind of bring in, so I've actually done it here. So the black and white, I've got black and white here, here, and here. I've got to do 2 more yellow, and then 2 more blue and 2 more pink. So kind of bring it in around the collage and then slowly layer on top. So let me kind of start with the yellow here, and we'll look for some things. Okay, so I think I'm going to start working with trying to pull in some yellow. So I'm trying some doilies. I've got this sheet of paper. This is from the Paper Tabby ephemera kit, and I really like this paper, so I'm going to find a place to put that around the collage. And so I think I definitely want around that. Now I'm looking at blue paper, so I'm deciding I'm going to work with the blue next. So I've got this piece of blue that's kind of got, this is from Amity Bloom. It's a printable, and I like the little bit of lines there, and the blue, it matches the blue at the top, and then that little bit of kind of blush pink matches the blush pink area too. So, and then it's got some journaling lines. Now I'm back to the yellow, and I found, I think, a good place for it. So I'm just going to tear off a small piece just to pop that on there. And I'm kind of looking for where it's going to look right. I don't want yellow on top of yellow, so I'm going to kind of anchor the paper with this other little sheet. I believe this is from Taperology. It's just a little, it's either Taperology or Temu, I can't remember. But this just gives a little kind of neutral look. And then I'm going to add the little piece of yellow onto that. So I think that looks good. And I was liking that little kind of neutral sheet of paper that it was making me think I wanted to add maybe a couple little craft colored pieces of ephemera. So I'm just adding this piece from I think this is from Taperology. And I'm just going to add that to the corner. It kind of, I think it just looks good. It must give the eye a place to rest or something, just having kind of that neutral craft color among all the, kind of pastels and everything. I think it gives you some place to sort of take your eyes off of those colors and just kind of look at something neutral, I guess. So, and then I had this piece also from Taperology that I thought matched the craft paper. And it's got kind of the look of some layering on it, so I kind of like that. So I thought that'd be good for the collage. So I've got a little bit, I'm trying to do the 3, kind of have a little bit of the rule of 3s there with the 3 different colors. I'm just kind of repositioning this because I noticed it was a little bit crooked. Okay, so now I'm just kind of trying to find some more interesting things to put on top. This is just a little kind of torn piece out of a floral book that I had. I had my little tin of small pieces of paper ephemera. And there was just something about that I liked. I liked the little bit of pink on it because I think that kind of pulls some pink in. So I'm just trying to find a good spot for that. I think the little pink flowers will look really good. So I've got that up there. And then
I'm just trying to see if I want to anchor it somehow. I don't know. I don't know if that back part looks that good. I've edited this video quite a bit, or edited it down, because this takes me a long time to kind of do this, but that's the fun of it. That's why I like to do collage. So I just want to kind of show the main parts of me doing the collage. Otherwise, I mean, this would be hours long. So, but really the whole idea, it's very kind of methodical, and you can kind of just sit and kind of try different things. So that's what I really enjoy about this. Now I have a little embossed piece of kind of shiny white paper with another little kind of purple flower strip that I layered on top of that. I just thought that looked really good. And now I am adding another little pop of yellow. And I think I just need to trim off the edges of my masterboard and kind of see how it totally looks just by doing that, and see if I need to add anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay, definitely trimming off the edges kind of gives you a good look at kind of if you need to add more to the collage or not. And I really think I don't need to add much more. I kind of want to add a little bit more pink. That's the only thing though. And I really kind of like the color combos here. And it's really a nice inspiration piece. And you know, when I'm done kind of pulling my colors from my journal and pulling pages and papers and things like that, I will end up turning this into some greeting cards, just having little collage cards. And what I'll do is I'll trim these down to be the to be little front panels for the cards, and then I'll add more embellishments and sentiments to them to kind of give it a little more layers and things like that. So the only thing I wanted to do was just add a little bit more pink. And I have this book here. These are some papers from Tapeology, and I really like these. I actually have a couple of different. I have a few different ones, but these are the ones that I pulled. I pulled this blue and pink one, so this has a lot of, actually mostly blue papers in it, which actually would look really good, but I don't think I need any more blue on this. I just need a little bit more pink, and I actually like this paper right here. So I'm going to pull this out. These papers are really nice. I don't know what they're made of. They're kind of they're a very thin material, and they kind of, I don't know, they're just, they're paper thin. they're not cardstock at all. They're just kind of very thin paper, and really good for collage. So this is exactly what I need, is just this little bit. I wanted just kind of smaller flowers, just to pull in a little bit more pink. I did add some purple in here, which kind of goes along with the blue, but I really like this purple. So, okay. So I feel like I need a little bit of pink over here. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of rip off some of this paper and kind of see where I should put it. Oops, I kind of ripped it too much, but I might be able to cover it with something. Or actually, just trim off. Just want it a little bit more straight. Okay. All right, so let's see. I don't want to cover this white part up too much. You know what? I'm going to do one in each corner. I think that'll kind of pull everything together. So I'm going to think that looks really good. Kind of add little corner pieces to the collage here. Oops. So I'll do this corner up here. Make sure I have it straight. A little more glue.
Okay, and then I'm going to add just a little corner piece down here. Just trim this off here. Tear it, I should say. Actually, I don't know where I want to put it here. I don't want to cover up these lines because I might want to use them for journaling. Actually, well, you know what? That actually looks good right there. I think I'm not covering this up too much. And I can trim more of it off. I wonder if I can, you know what, I'm just going to pull this up. This wasn't totally glued down that well, so I'm just going to carefully bring this up so I can put this underneath. There we go. Yes, I like that a lot. Okay. Okay, that looks good. It just gives a little bit more pink. I've got some pink here, here, and here. And then it kind of brings, because I wanted to have just a little bit more of the pink color, and I think that looks really good. Okay, so this is all set, and I'm going to save this, pull this off to the side, and then up next, I'm I'll start a new journal from the colors and kind of the inspiration florals and things from this masterboard. So I'm going to go ahead and get cleaned up, and then I think I'm going to go back to my previous journal, and let me show you just a real quick what I did. I had like 5 minutes. Came down to the basement for something, so I ran in and I quickly did a little pocket, which I really like the way this turned out. Okay, so I have this little plastic bin with some vintage playing cards in it. They're just kind of loose playing cards that don't belong with anything, and I've gotten them in different vintage packages and online and things like that. And I had these round ones, which I love, round playing cards. I have them in a bunch of different colors, and I had these red ones, and I thought I might try adding them as a pocket to one of the October afternoon cardstock pages. And let me show where I did this. Oh, actually, this is the one that I still have to do. This is the other one. Here we go. Oh, no, this is... So here we go right here. So I just put adhesive. I used score tape. So just this little thin score tape. I added it to the bottom of the bottom kind of third of the playing card. And I adhered it to the front of this page. And then it has a little pocket in the top. So you could put, I'll just use this tag as an example. You could put a little tag or like a little, if you collect memorabilia or something like that, you could pop it right in here. It's just something fun to find. It actually looks good there. But yeah, so I thought that would be cute as a little pocket. So if you're not sure how to use round playing cards, that's one idea. But I thought it went really well with this paper too. This is actually from October afternoon as well. So I'm going to continue on working on these journals. I really want to get them done because I'm going to put them in my shop. I'm excited about that. They're nice, kind of different type of little mini journal. And then probably before that, I'm going to go ahead and
Or actually, no, probably just, I'm not even going to worry about cleaning up my desk. I'll go back to the desk when I have another podcast to listen to and I can clean up there. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and start filling in some more little ephemera pieces into these journals. And then hopefully I will be able to show them to you very soon. So thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next video.